Hi everybody. My name is Sara Shafran and I'm a teacher here, a yoga teacher here in Chicago. And since we can't all be together to take yoga classes, I thought I would do my share and go through a yoga class with you that I'm calling a little bit easy and a little bit hard. So basically what that is it's a yoga class that gives you choices. So if you're feeling very stressed, which I can't imagine how you would feel stressed, and you're feeling tired, you do the little bit of easy. And if you want to create a little more heat and if you want to connect with your willpower, increase your willpower, you can do the little bit of hard. And it is designed for someone who's done yoga before, but certainly it's just about really more fluid movements because the fluid movements, the syncing the movement and the breath is what calms me down and helps reduce my stress. And I'm hoping it will do the same for you. So we'll start with a quick meditation. We'll do some warm-ups that are more fluid and easy. And then we'll get into a little bit hard stuff. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy it. Let's start with, if you've got some blocks, if you want to sit on them, or a blanket, not necessary. If, cross-legged position isn't comfortable, you find another position that's comfortable. We'll start with just growing really tall from the sit bones all the way up to the crown of the head. The back of the neck is long. And you rest your palms effortlessly on your thighs, either up or down, whatever's more comfortable. And take an inhale and squeeze the shoulders all the way up to the ears, and you can make a face like you just had a lemon. Squeeze everything in and exhale with a big sigh out. And then close your eyes. It takes a moment to transition from the outside to the inside. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, tongue inside your mouth is loose. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your belly, your thighs. If you find that you're gripping your fingers and toes, soften that area. Just take a few moments to fully arrive. Bringing all your attention to your breath. And just noticing or feeling the breath as it moves in and out of your body. The effortlessness of the breath. Filling and emptying. And let the breath naturally deepen and lengthen. And see if you can smooth it out so that the very end of the inhale just melts into the exhale. And the very end of the exhale melts back into the inhale. And we'll do this breath for a few more rounds. Make it feel good. Slowly open the eyes. Let's come into table position. And we'll come into child's pose, sinking the tail all the way down towards your heels and stretching your arms out in front of you. Even your fingertips can touch the front of the mat. Let the head release somewhere, so if you feel that the head can't touch, you can put a block or a blanket under your head, or even use your arms here to rest your head. Give yourself a break. Stretch your arms way long so you feel that traction in the spine and the neck is long. We'll take 2 slow, deep breaths here, right into the back body. Slow and deep. Slowly bring the hands under the shoulders, roll up to seated position, sitting back on your heels. We'll bring the fingertips behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your heart, lift it, lift it, lift it. Look up, open your throat, and on the exhale, the heart is going to lead the way all the way back down into child's pose. Inhaling, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time, fingers behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Exhale, slow, fluid flow back into child's. Just do that 2 more times on your own. You're connecting your breath and your movement, and you want to make it feel really good. The whole body moving together as one, almost like your breath is moving your body. And we'll do 2 more with the option of lifting your hips up and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Just an option. Release the tail down, slide back into child's pose. 1 more, you choose. It's kind of seaweedy, right? Watery. Make it feel really good. Slow, deep breaths. Relax your jaw. We'll all meet in child's pose. And slowly come through table position. And on an inhale, just because we've been on our heels a little bit, we're going to stretch the right ball of the foot back and just rock a little front to back so you can say hello to your hamstrings. Hello, hamstrings. And as you get long, we're going to reach the left fingertips out like you want to shake someone's hand. Lift your heel up so it's in line with your hip, with the toes pointing down. You're looking down at the floor. Take a deep inhale, long. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee or nose to knee. Just make contact. Inhale, long. Flex the foot. Exhale, point the foot and squeeze everything in. Let's do 1 more. Follow your breath. Next inhale as you get long. We're going to just take a couple breaths here, finding balance, finding some ease. We'll bring the knee and the hand down on an inhale. Lift the left arm all the way up to the sky and exhale, thread it through. Palm facing up, back of the left ear, resting on the mat. Feel free to even close your eyes here. Let that ear just melt down. Option here is to take the right arm up to the sky and place it in your left back pocket, rolling your ribs up. If that feels good, relaxing your head and neck. Take another deep breath, and on the exhale, press back into table position. And we'll take the other side. Ball of the left foot stretches back. You're looking down at the floor. Nice, simple, easy rock forward and back. Rocking is also very calming and comforting. We'll stretch the right hand out. Lift the left heel up in line with your hip, toe points down. And look at the earth so you create that long neck. Take a deep inhale. And on an exhale, squeeze. Elbow to knee, nose to knee. Inhaling, lengthening. Flex the foot. Exhale, point and squeeze. Inhale, long. Exhale, squeeze everything in. One more inhale, long, looking down at the floor. Toes point down. Take a couple deep, let's just do one deep breath here. Find some balance and calmness. Hand, foot, knee down. Inhale. This time the right arm reaches all the way up if you want to look at it. Exhale, thread it through. The back of the right ear now is going to melt right down to the mat. Option to bring the left arm up and place it in your left back pocket. Roll the ribs up. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, we'll come back into table position. Hands and knees. Wrists right under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhaling, lifting the tail and head up. A couple of cat and cows. And exhale, rounding chin to chest. Again, no hurry here. We're not unrushed. Inhale, pouring the heart forward. Slow exhale as you draw the belly up towards the spine, the chin towards the chest. We'll do one more like that. Inhaling. Exhale. And then come back into a neutral spine and start to just move the hips to the right, and you can look over at your right hip. Move the hips all the way to the left and take a look over your shoulder to the left hip. And you can move it back and forth a couple times. And even circle the pelvis if that feels good. A little freestyle here feels really good. Moving the hips, the tail, and let your head go along for the ride. You're just looking for what feels good. And whichever way you're going, see if you can reverse it. We're just playing. And looking for unsticking, areas that have been stuck. Just unstick, move things around, play. And we'll come back to center. Curl the toes up. Lift the tail up and back. There's your downward facing dog. Feel free to keep your knees bent here. Tip your tail way up to the sky. Stretch your arms long and look right between your ankles. Your drishti is right between your ankles. And feel free to walk the dog. So bend one knee, stretch back through the other heel. Bend the opposite knee and stretch the other heel back and down. So just a couple times. If you want to move around the head, shake things out, whatever you need to do here. Make it feel good. Nice long arms, chest reaching towards your thigh. Find your breath. Let your head get heavy. Downward facing dog. And then slowly, we're going to roll forward into plank. Shoulders should be right over wrists. This might be a little bit hard. So if it is, you can always bring your knees down if it's not what you want to do today. If you want to get a little fired up, plank is a great place to be. Take a deep inhale, long spine. Exhale, use your fingers to press the tail back. Heels down. Inhaling, rolling forward into plank, lifting the chest and the belly away from the floor. Exhale, lift the tail up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do one more. Inhale, find your breath. Exhale. Nice. Come back into table position and find your way onto the floor, belly, hands near your hips. Reach the toes, the tops of the toes down, forehead down so the back of the neck is long. And you're going to lift the right leg and reach the foot back and press the top of the foot down. Left leg, left foot lifts, reach it back and press the top of the foot down. On the inhale, we'll lift the right leg, the head and chest lift up, left hand lifts. Slow exhale as you fold back in. Inhale, left leg, head and chest, right hand reaches and lifts. Slow exhale down. Inhale, right leg, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your heart. Slow exhale, melt down. Left leg, right arm, lifting the chest. Slow exhale down. Let's do one more on your own. Just moving with your own rhythm and your own breath. Keep it nice and relaxed. The next inhale, both hands, both feet lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach the hands, the fingers towards the heels. We're going to just take a couple breaths here. Again, this may be a little hard. You play around, you come down whenever you want. Find your breath. Nice and strong. Lift your heart up. Take one more deep breath. See if you can lift a little higher. And as you exhale, slowly release down. We'll slide the hands right near the ribs, elbows point up. Ground the tops of the feet down on the floor. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. And we'll practice cobra. Nice strong legs, really important here. So really ground the tops of the feet down. As you inhale, lift the chest, the head up. Pour your heart forward. Exhale, slowly release down, forehead touching. Deep inhale, again, using the rhythm of your breath to help you here. Keeping the elbows bent and light on the hands. Exhale, roll down. And just to experiment here, as you roll down, the next time you come into Cobra, stay here and just to notice the power of the legs and what it can do for you in back bend, since we're going to be doing a back bend later. Let the legs get really heavy and completely relaxed. And then you'll notice how much more pressure you put on the lower back. And then the next time you come up into Cobra, really fire up those legs, press the tops of the feet down, and see if you can get a little higher and open up your chest more. Slow release down. So next time you're down, press up through table, and then come into downward facing dog. Once again, spread your fingers nice and long, lift your tail up and back. Let your head get heavy. A couple breaths here. And we'll slowly walk the feet up towards your hands. Feet are hip distance apart. We'll grab opposite elbows. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to here. Let your head get heavy. And then just give your brain a chance to rest here. So let your head get heavy. Your elbows heavy. Back of the neck is released. Think of a waterfall. Nice heavy head. You can say no with the head and yes. Release the hands, bend the knees, exhale all the air out. As you inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time until you're nice and tall. We're going to stretch the arms all the way up to the sky, look up, and place the hands right back into your heart center. And come into the standing position where the palms are facing in front of you, feet are hip width apart. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to feel that foundation underneath you, the earth. And notice if there are any areas of your body that are still tense or maybe strained. Maybe the lower back, the back of the neck. And just take a few minutes to just breathe into those spaces. We want to make an effort here to shift the energy. So take a moment. And if your eyes are closed, we'll open them. Walk the feet so that they are as wide as your mat. And we'll stretch the arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lean your head back into your hands. And literally open up the wings. I want you to think about better days at the beach when you can feel the sun on your face. and your chest. Relax your jaw. And on the exhale, we'll stretch the hands. Let's do to your right. Stretch the palms away, lean, hips pulling in the opposite direction of the hand. Inhale, back to center, lean your head back. Exhale, press in the other direction, stretch. Inhale as you lean back. Exhale, we're going to do a squat. The back of the hands together. Sink your tail down. Inhale, takes a little balance. Inhale, open up your chest, arch. Exhale, round chin to chest. On the inhale, press the feet down, interlace the hands, and lean the head back. Exhale, lean, press. Inhaling, lean back, center. Exhale, lean, pull the hips away. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, back of the hands touch, squat. Inhaling, open, arching the back, maybe look up. Exhale, round. And on the inhale, press down on the feet strongly as you lift up. We'll do that a few more times. You can move with the own rhythm of the breath as long as it feels good. I love this sequence because it really is a great way to wake up your joints. Sense your spine. This is from one of my favorite teachers in Chicago, Jim Bennett. And I just love this sequence to help me wake up my body. We'll just do one more. Just make it feel really good. Slow the breath. Find a rhythm. Beautiful. Once you're here, lean back. Feel the sun on your face. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in slow-mo. Slide your hands down the back of your legs to fold over your body. Good chance to let your brain rest here, so let all those thoughts empty out of your head. Take a breath. On the inhale, halfway, lift and lengthen your spine as much as you want. On the exhale, we'll bend the knees and step the right foot as far back as you can. You want to get as long as the mat. Bring your back knee down. Sweep the arms all the way up. Look up. Exhale, plant your hands down on either side of the foot. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, you can bring your knees down or slow press down into the floor. Inhale, a back bend of choice. This is up dog. Exhale, lift your tail way up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg up. Exhale, stepping it lightly through between the hands. We'll take an inhale, lifting the heart up, sinking your tail down. Exhale, float the back foot to meet the front foot and fold over your body. Inhale, halfway, lengthening. Whoa. Exhale, fold again over your body. And bend your knees, and on the inhale, slowly uncurl up to stand, stretching the arms all the way up to the sky. And then just watch the hands come back into the heart center. Let's do that on the other side. This is again a version of a sun salutation, my version of a sun salutation. Take your time with it. If we're moving too fast or slow, do it your way. One breath, one movement. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, lift and lengthen. Exhale, left foot way back. Knee down. Sweep the arms all the way up. Look up. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Bring your knees down option. Exhale, press straight down to the floor. Inhaling, a back bend that feels good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slow things down. Find your breath. Let your head get heavy. Look right between your ankles. The next exhale, you can walk your feet towards your hands or bend your knees. Exhale, bend your knees, look up between your hands and hop the feet right up towards your hands. Inhale, halfway, lengthen. Exhale, slow fold and release. Bend your knees. Inhaling slowly up to stand. Stretch the arms all the way up to the sky. And bring your hands into your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment to just notice whatever it is you notice. Any areas still tight, breathe into those. If you notice that your head is still thinking, see if you can just stay with long, slow, deep breaths. We'll open the eyes if they're closed. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold over your body. Inhale, halfway, lengthen that spine any amount. And on the exhale, we're going to step back into downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg all the way up to the sky. Step that right foot right near your right thumb. If you want to move it over, if you need to, the front knee should be right over the ankle. Spin the back heel down and float all the way up into warrior one. Hips, shoulders, square to the front of the room, bend the front knee, and stretch up to the sky. And we'll bring our hands, palms together, your thumb right at your breastbone. And very, very softly, the gaze is down at your fingers. It's very calming here to gaze somewhere and sense your breath. So just take a moment, relax the back of your neck. And with a very simple rhythmic movement, on the inhale, stretch the front leg straight, open the arms up, like you want to give someone a big hug. Exhale, palms together at your heart, bend into the front knee. Your gaze again could be at your hands. Inhale, as you open the arms up, look out in front of you, maybe look up. Exhale, palms into your heart, sink and look at your palms. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhaling. And slow exhale, sink. Inhaling. No rush. Body and breath just moving together. Now I can't remember how many I did. But wherever you are, we're going to sink down into the front knee. Hips square to the front. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And stay here, and we're going to stretch the arms all the way up to the sky. Reach your pinky finger way up and look up. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Just creating a little more fire and working on your willpower here. A couple slow, deep breaths here. In the full expression, warrior one. Let's bring the palms back into the heart center and face the side of the room for warrior two. Hips now facing the sides of the room. You're getting as long as the mat. Reach the hands away from each other. Sink into the front knee. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And I'm going to just turn this around so you can see me or you can hear me. And again, a very simple vinyasa, breath and movement. Inhale, we'll stretch the arms all the way up. And exhale, sink into the front knee. Inhaling, stretching up, looking up. Exhale, looking over the right fingertips. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale, sink. Nice. Soften your shoulders. Relax your toes and your jaw. Find your breath. We'll stretch the front leg straight. Bring the back foot a little closer to the front foot for triangle pose. Reaching, we'll draw the lower belly up, reaching over the front toes. And your hand can be anywhere on the leg as long as it's not the knee. And we're leaning the head and chest back into the world. Every inhale, reach the head away from the hip. And every exhale, leaning back like there's a wall behind you. Take another deep inhale, and on the exhale, extend the arm over the back of the ear, stretch through the back heel. Maybe even look up at the hand. Inhale, lift up and float up. And then very slowly bend the front knee, and we'll windmill the hand on either side of the foot. Slide the foot back into plank, and you're welcome to rest here. Do a vinyasa. We're going to all meet in downward dog, so whatever you feel like doing. Try the left side. Inhale, lifting the left leg, stepping the foot right near the left big, the thumb. Spin the back heel down, float up. We're in warrior one again. Let's bring the palms together, thumb at the breastbone. The gaze is at your fingers, very light, soft gaze at the fingertips. Inhaling, stretch the front leg straight. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Inhale, I almost forgot the arms. Inhale, open the arms up, big hug. Exhale, palms together, looking down at your hands. Inhaling, opening, stretching. Exhale, sink, look. One more, inhale, open. And exhale. Palms together at the heart. We'll reach the arms up in the full expression of warrior one. Reaching those fingertips way up to the sky and sinking down a little bit more into the front knee. If that feels comfortable, a couple deep breaths here, stretch. And as you exhale, we'll come into warrior two, facing the other side. Nice long stance here. Soften the shoulder blades away from the ears. Again, movement and breath. Inhale, stretching up, lifting up. Exhale, sink into the front knee. Inhale as you stretch up, zip the belly up, look up. Exhale, sink. One more inhale, stretch. No hurry. Exhale, warrior two. Stretch the front leg straight. Bring that back foot a little closer to the front. Zip the belly up. Take a deep inhale. Reach the fingers over the toes for triangle position. Roll the ribs up. You can micro bend that left knee if you find that it's, bone on bone here. You want more muscle action, so you might want to micro bend that front knee. Roll the ribs up. Lean the head and chest back. Every inhale, reaching the head away from the hip. Every exhale, maybe rolling the ribs up a little more. Just take 2 more deep breaths here. On the exhale, we'll extend that top arm over the back of the ear, reach it away from the back heel. Maybe look at it. Good. Lift up, float up, bend your knee, warrior two, windmill the hands down, slide back into plank, And you're welcome to do a vinyasa or just rest. Child's pose. You choose. And we'll take your time. Downward facing dog. Exhale all the air out. Bend your knees. Look up between your hands. Either step or hop the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold, release. Bend your knees. Slowly uncurl. Stand. Stretching the arms all the way up. Look up. Palms into the heart. We'll do another quick check-in here. And then walk your feet 4 to 5 feet apart with your feet parallel. Nice strong legs. Interlace your hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your heart up, up, up. Exhale as you fold over your body. Let your knuckles come up over towards the earth. The head is heavy. Take a couple breaths here. It's a great inversion. Nice long neck. You can shake it out, say no and yes. Bring your hands to your hips. Next inhale, lift straight up to stand. We'll turn your, it's going to be the opposite for you. Turn your right toes out. Left foot in, facing the front of the mat. Hips square. On that inhale, we'll lift up, get a little taller through your spine. And exhale, fold over, pyramid position. Just taking a moment here to just let go. Let your head get heavy and just let gravity do all the work. If you need to bend that front knee and bring your arms at your thigh, that's another option. A little harder is the legs go 99% straight. Left hip forward, right hip back. And just reconnect to slow deep breaths here. We'll bring the hands to the hips. One breath lifts you straight up. We'll turn your right toe in, left toe up, facing the other side of the room. Take an inhale first and get long. And on the exhale, slowly fold over the leg. If you want to bring your hands, your arms onto your thigh and bend the knee, feel free to do that. Just let the head release. Give yourself a chance to let go. Left hip back, right hip pulling forward, relaxing the jaw and the face. Place the hands on the hips, lift straight up, feet parallel, and we'll jump the feet together. Let's come on to child's pose here. Take a moment just to take a breath. And again, just for a little more calming sequence, a little bit easier here. On the inhale, coming up to the tops of the knees, stretching the arms up, looking up. And on the exhale, with your right hand, right hand? Left wrist. With your right hand, grab your left wrist and just rest your left cheek on the mat, child's pose. Inhaling, tops of the knees, stretch up. Exhale, grab your right wrist, right cheek rests. Just do that one more set. No rush. Bring the hands to the mat and come into table position. So we're going to practice dolphin pose a couple of different ways. Wrists should be right underneath shoulders. Take your elbows and place them right under the shoulders. And a good way to know where your hands should be is with your hands, grab your elbows so you know exactly how far apart the elbows need to be. And we'll reach the hands again right in front of you. Stretch the fingers nice and long. Pressing your forearms down, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Curl the toes under. And just start to lift the tail up and back without the head touching the mat. Again, this might be too much. You rest. If you want a little more, walk the feet closer to the elbows. Keep hugging the elbows in, pressing the forearms down. Reaching the chest toward the thigh for 3 more, for 2 more. If you want to rest, feel free. If you want a little more, low plank, hugging the elbows in. We'll bring the heels to the left and stretch and circle the right arm up and over. Heels to the right, left arm circles up and over. Heels to the left. It's like you're swimming, right? Deep breaths will help. How about one more time each side and just follow your breath. Watch your hand. Nice. And come into Sphinx pose. Let your hips sink. Point your toes back. Shoulders away from the ears. Ground the tops of the feet down. Nice, very more simple back. Then we'll come up to table. And double up the mat right in front. You can bring your knees onto the mat. If this is not enough for you, grab a blanket under your knees, whatever you need. So the knees are right under the hips. And we're going to start with keeping the torso and the legs in one straight line here. Let's curl the toes under, reach the arms out, T, like in a T formation. And take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to lean back in one straight line, bringing the hands out in front of you. Inhale, come back up. And you can do this with the tops of the feet down as well. It's a little harder. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale up. Exhale, lean back. And you can really feel those quads, and the hamstrings activating here. Let's do that a few more times, 2 more times. And we'll bring the hands now to your sacrum. You can do this with your fingertips pointing down. You might be able to get your fingertips to point up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you push down, right at your sacrum, just lift the heart up, up, up. Look up. Couple deep breaths here. Keep lifting up. It's a great counter to all the time we spend rounded over a computer. Next exhale, the heart leads the way all the way back to center. We're going to take a seat on your heels. If that's not comfortable for you, any seat. Right palm over left. Thumbs touch. Just observing. Open the eyes. Do that one more time. Knees under hips. Again, keeping that straight spine. Arms out in a T. We're going to do the opposite breath this time. So take a deep inhale. Exhale everything out. Inhale, lean back. See how far you can lean. Exhale back to center. Inhale, lean back. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And this time, you're welcome to do the one we did, the back bend we just did, or curl the toes under. Grab a hold of the heels with your fingertips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take an inhale and lift, lift, lift the heart up. Reach the hips forward. Open up your throat. Make it feel good. Deep breaths here. Next exhale, heart leads the way as you come back up. Sit back on your heels. Right palm over left, thumbs touching, so you have that energy moving all through your body, all connected. Close your eyes. Just take a few moments of observation. I love back bends. They are so energizing. Simple, open the eyes. Unravel the mat and come onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Just rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. We'll take the right thigh over the left thigh. Lift the knees up, hug them right into your chest. It's like an eagle arm, eagle legs. Arms to your side in a T, left arm crossing over right, and you can grab a hold of your elbows or do eagle hands with your palms together and your thumb at your third eye. We'll take an inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, make contact. Squeeze in, elbows to knee. Inhale, lower, pull apart. Exhale, squeeze. Inhaling, lower. Again, this might be a little more difficult, but you can play with whatever feels good. Squeeze, it's so good for you. It gets into the core. Inhale, release, exhale, squeeze. How about one more? Inhaling and exhale. Nice. Let's unravel the arms. It could be goalpost arms or arms out to the side, wherever you feel comfortable. And we're going to do a twist. So lowering the knees all the way over to the left. If you want less of a twist, less challenge in the twist, unravel the legs and just lower them down to the left. So whichever way feels good to you. You want a deeper twist, keep them an eagle. Option is to look in the opposite direction of the knees. Close your eyes. Gaze up, bring the knees back up, unravel the legs, and do the other side. Left thigh over right, hug the knees into the chest. Right arm crossing over left, hugging, eagle hands, thumb at third eye. Take an inhale here and long. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release down, pull apart. Exhale, squeeze. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. Stay with your own rhythm of your own breath here. We'll bring the head and the chest down to the floor, goalpost arms, wherever you want them to be. Find your way into a twist that feels really good for you. If it feels all right on the neck, you're looking in the opposite direction of your knees. Relax your jaw, your face. We'll bring the gaze up, the knees up. Hug the knees into the chest and rock a little front to back, even just kind of, for some people this is not easy to do. Other people love it. I happen to love it. Just get this massage for the back. It's playful. You're falling back. Just a couple times. Find your breath. One more time. Next time you come up, we'll stay there and we'll just do another hip opener and then we're done. Because I think hips need a little love and care these days. So we'll start with bending the knees, feet hip width apart. We'll take your right heel and place it onto your left knee for that number 4. Like you see a triangle in front of you. Flex the foot to protect your knee. And depending on how open you are on the hip, you can move your hips away from the front heel or closer to the front heel, depending on what feels good to you. And we'll take a couple breaths. When you find a place that's right between too much and too little, where you feel the sensation but there's no pain, flex that foot, draw the shoulders away from the ears, reach your chest towards your shin bone, relax your jaw. Just a couple deep breaths here. Move the hips back and just switch sides. Flex the foot. Play around with what feels good to you. Again, the hips closer to that front heel will bring more sensation. We'll draw the shoulder blades away from the ears, lift the heart, and you're reaching your chest towards your shin bone. Relax your jaw and your face. Make sure that foot is flexed and alive. A couple deep breaths here. Release that. Bend the knees, both feet in front of you. Take an inhale and just using your hands here, the sensation of touch. As you exhale, slide your hands down your legs. Inhale back towards your hips, just to give them a little bit of love, just nice and relaxed. If you'd like to straighten the legs, start straightening the legs. Feel free. Inhaling up, maybe straight. Feet are flexed here. Exhale, sliding down. Inhale, rolling up. Just do 2 more like that. Just make it feel good. And next time you're folded forward, we're just going to take a couple breaths. Paschimottanasana. And whenever you're ready, the best part, if you've got blocks, you can put them under your knees. You can be in Supta Baddha Konasana here, just rolling down on the mat, palms face up. Relax your belly, your chest. And just practice letting go here. You're fully supported here. Every exhale, just let your body get heavier. And you're welcome to stay here or stretch the legs out in front of you. Let the feet flop open for final resting pose, Shavasana. We'll take 2 minutes here. since I don't have a clock nearby, I don't know exactly how much time has gone by. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need to. If you'd like, come back into seated position. Get comfortable. Get tall, confident looking, palms right at your heart center. And just take a moment during these crazy times just to thank yourself for carving out some time for yourself. I thank you for joining me today. I feel I can do my little part to help out in this crazy time. We'll end, just take a moment here, just to thinking of anything that you're grateful for. Let that sink in a little bit. And I want to thank you again for joining me. Please stay well, stay safe, and please let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, if you liked it, if you hate it, just give me some feedback. I'm willing to learn. It's all new for me as well. Namaste.